Greetings, this is Junior Martin of Bob Martin and the Wailers. The time has come for the lion to tell his story. And we have here the lion voice. So listen in and get nourishment for the stomach and for the head cup. Jah,
Rastafari. Give thanks.
Give thanks and praise.
Yo, this is Plugabens and time have come for the lion to tell them one story. This is the Lion's Voice. Stay tuned.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice. Well, Haile Selassie the first, the Almighty, and he was crowned with Empress Menen. And you see there come a time in every relationship in it brand new and your heart is full of doubt. And you try investigate to check things out. And sometimes you see if you follow word of mouth, you end up take the wrong route. Well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. But will she diss me? Will she trick me? Or is it just me? But it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. But will she diss me? Or will she be the wife and mother of my baby? Sometimes I feel like she's holding back. Something inside says it don't react. Sometimes I hear how the people chat. Most of the time we ignore all of that. The way she read books made my soul relax. Love how she look and she proud to be black. Me love how she cook and how she state the fact. She said the wicked of it melt like wax. Well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. But will she diss me? Will she trick me? Or is it just me? Well, it's a mystery. Well, front to us a son was born and a child was given.
I want to ask you a question. Have you got your book? Haile Selassie's Ethiopia Volume 1, The Rise of the Priest Warrior King. I've read the book in its entirety, and I must say it's very inspirational, very informative, and very historical, right?
Them call him Rastafari. When he was born, rain fall from the sky. Them call him Rastafari. When he was grown in airplanes he fly. They call him Rastafari. The lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Them call him Rastafari. Read the Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Then born near the city of Harar, the inspiration from Bob Marley's guitar. People crowd him like some big superstar. It no matter if Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka the Chasmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man. I'm a creative industry attorney, I'm an artist, I'm an author, I'm an actionist, and right now, I am the host of the Lion's Voice. Welcome to Lion Talk Live and welcome to the Lionverse Voice Network. This is your first time. Welcome. This is one of the premier Rastafari media platforms right now that's growing. We are cultivating a Pan-African Rastafari platform so that lions and the lionesses can tell our own story. Tonight we have a very special episode, family. We are going to be reasoning with one of the pillars of the Montego Bay Rastafari community. our brethren Ras Negus. He was already on this platform. He had a court case where he was charged with possession and dealing of ganja. We're going to find out how that court case went. There was a conviction. There was different things that happened. So we're going to talk to the brethren tonight. And this is one of the reasons why we're building a platform like this. So when there's things in the community, we can go straight to the source. We can have something direct. And this is important because you see right now there's a global phenomenon. The Bob Marley movie hit the theaters. I saw it yesterday with the family. And, you know, I'm going to be talking about the Bob Marley movie on Monday on I Never Knew TV on the Ballad and the Dread podcast, my thoughts. I'm going to see it again on Sunday. I was invited to a private screening. But one of the things that we want to address is that while Bob Marley is being hailed and big excitement around the globe, we still have Rastafari brethren in Jamaica who are being locked up for ganja, who are being charged just for the possession of ganja. So the same Rastafari that they are using to really, show that this powerful presence around the world, Rastafari is still being persecuted. So tonight we're going to get into the criminalization of Rastafari, because remember, there's nothing that brings I and I in conflict to the law other than the sacrament ganja. And the authorities know that by now. Rastafari are not in Jamaica committing crimes and creating problems. However, we find that Rastafaris are still in contact with the court system. We're still dealing with criminalization. So it's an issue we have to talk about. And as all of this global press is happening, we have to use the opportunity to highlight and to bring some clarity to what's happening. So before we get into tonight's episode, we have to big up Ramia King Design. I'll be drinking my water from the tumbler. And you saw the advertisement at the beginning. Big up Rastafari owned businesses. So we're not just here as a Rastafari owned media platform. We're also here promoting Rastafari business. Big up CMAS Life, another Rastafari business. And if you have a Rastafari business and you're interested in becoming part of the family, reach out and see. We do have sponsorship packages available. We are building a media ecosystem family. So I keep on saying this, no one is coming to save us. There's no one that is coming to help to, be the Messiah for Rastafari. Haile Selassie, I crowd in Addis Ababa, I hit that. So we need for those rise, come together, do what we need to do. Very crucial. So we're going to make sure that we continue to big up Rastafari businesses. Big up the Lion Pride. Big up the Lion Pride on Patreon. We now are 2,180, 2,181 strong. We need 19 more for bust through the 2,200 barrier. So hopefully on this live, we'll get 19 ones that come in, hit the subscribe button, take us over the 2,200 mark as we build. Big up all of the Lion Pride. We're tuning faithfully every strong. Big up those who kick with the algorithm, because the algorithm kick we off once we start talking about World War III and we start deal with certain things. The algorithm has kicked us off, family. So you have to search for us. They're not coming up in your search. Most people are not seeing this content. So make sure I and I share it out. Make sure I and I elevate the conversation. As we speak, Israel is undergoing the bombardment of Rafah. They have pushed the Palestinian, all of them from the north down to the south, over 1.5 million Palestinians in 10 cities on the Egypt border. And now Israel is launching a ground campaign. They're bombing the people them there. Egypt has sent a warning that if one person pass the border, because the Israeli plan is to push the people into the Sinai Peninsula, Egypt said they cannot afford the economic destabilization. So the escalation in the Middle East continues to ramp up. Egypt has threatened to cancel the King David Accord, which, the David Accord is one of the building blocks of the Middle East peace, where Egypt, Anwar al-Sadat, recognizing Israel in exchange for U.S. military and economic support. Big thing, and they said they're going to suspend that if Israel continues their bombardment of Rafah. This is happening while we are talking, people. So as we are talking about the criminalization of Rastafari in Jamaica, as the world celebrates Bob Marley, and I've been watching the press run. This is an impressive press run for any film, but I'm listening from Rastafari. All I'm hearing about is Bob Marley was about his message. I don't hear what that message was. I don't hear no one talk about Rastafari. But again, I'm going to talk about that on I Never Knew TV, Ballad and the Dread, 7 p.m. Monday. We are going to bring that forward. So, but tonight, let's get into tonight's episode. We have a very special episode. We have a pillar from the Montego Bay Rastafari community that we'll be bringing forward right now. We're just working on some technological difficulties, but the brethren is there. We're just working out some things with the brethren equipment. The brethren is in the heart of downtown Montego Bay. You'll see when you come in. If you have not watched the first episode we did with Ras Negus, please watch it. You'll hear his journey to Africa. He's in the midst, when you hear about the violence in Montego Bay, the inner city, you hear about flankers, you hear about all kind of different region in Montego Bay, them man, Ras Negus, that there as the Rastafari presence, keeping the peace and making sure that the levity is there. So we're going to bring in Ras Negus. We're working out the technical difficulties. While we wait for Ras Negus, I want the ones them check in, drop a comment, let me know where the item I watch from. And let's start this discussion about the criminalization of Rastafari. How is Rastafari being treated? You know what I mean? How is Rastafari being treated right now? Is it hypocrisy, for the Jamaica government to be hosting international dignitaries and these things, and Rastafari are still filling up the prisons, are still having to go to court? Ras Negus, we're going to talk about his conviction and his sentencing. So we're bringing you real time what's happening on the ground in Jamaica while all of this is happening. Family, this is some serious thing we are talking about. So again, just drop a comment. Big up family. Live up, Rastafari, brother. Kush, Kaka, bless up yourself. Freeway Dread tapping in from Florida. Lion Pride from Patreon. Yes, Freeway Dread, big up yourself. Maximum respect, Freeway Dread is part of we in a circle, meaning that the brethren them invest their resources to make this station happen. We have some big interviews that are coming down the pipeline. We have big plans. We have a lot of content for release. Just had a reasoning with I and I family in the UK. We're going to start bringing in Rastafari from the UK, interviews on the platform. We're going to use this platform to centralize Rastafari globally so that the item can see what's really happening in. Okay, our next family. Yes, Ras William Thrash tapping in from Georgia. Yes, family. Big up yourself. Looking forward for City I join us in the Patreon. We're building a movement here, family. This is not just something that we're doing casually. This is something that we've thought out. We had only 2 people in the Patreon for over a year. Now we're at 11 strong in the Patreon. We want to grow it to 1,000 by September 11th. We're serious about this. All right, so we're making some headway in terms of bringing forward the brethren. We're just working out some technical difficulties, family. So share the link. hit the like button. Let's make the algorithm send it out wide. We're going to talk about the criminalization of Rastafari, because think about it, family. Since the inception of this movement, the only thing that the authorities and the system could really use to persecute I and I was our sacrament, the whole of herb. And if you look at the United Nations Charter, everyone is guaranteed freedom of religion, except I and I, according to them. The Rastafari family said that the herb was the healing of the nation. Remember that, as a Rastafari family. What is going on in 2024? We have a multi-billion-dollar medical cannabis industry. So ask yourself, who was right, who was wrong? Yet still, because, and this is primarily due to the U.S. intervention, their anti-drug laws, enforcing on the developing world, primarily because of the USA enforcing these drug laws all over the world, the cannabis is still criminalized. And so it puts us in conflict. And what we really want to communicate is that Rastafari, as the Bob Marley movie show, is a force for positive change. This is where the disconnect is. You know that Rastafari is the positive change. So if Rastafari is the positive change, then how come Rastafari still a go court for ganja? How come Rastafari still a get criminalized for ganja? If we know that Bob Marley, and this is why we have to be careful with this film and everything that's happening, because are they trying to separate Bob Marley from Rastafari? This is what we have to ask ourselves, people. I saw the film, and I'm recommending all of I and I go see the film. I see people bunning out the film. I say go see the film so that you can have an intelligent conversation, because I and I, as the core Rastafari, we have a duty to use these crumbs or the nuggets that are there to help to educate those who just go because they love Bob Marley. I and I now have an opportunity, and I don't think it's a bad movie, to be honest, and I think that Ziggy, who obviously is clear if you watch my reaction fresh out of the theater, it's on the channel right now. You can watch the reaction video. I think that this is Ziggy's tribute to his parents, and Ziggy as a lion has the opportunity to tell him story, but we have to ask ourselves, is this the story as Rastafari that we would tell? And that is, where the rubber meets the road, so to speak, you know what I mean? But I recommend everyone go and see the film so that we can use this as a teachable moment. I took my youths them, and the youths them really full joy it, and it piqued a little interest, because especially I saw the little Naya Bingi scene, and my youths grew up going to Naya Bingi, so to see that on the big screen, them think they connect and have an impact on the youths them. So it's almost like a validation. Okay, them see, where mommy and daddy are do. It's something that the world wants to see, and they see the reaction of the people in the theater, all of these things. So from that standpoint, but it's a very surface film, and that is one thing we have to understand. Again, this was Ziggy tribute to his parents, so you have to look at what the mission of the film was. The mission was not necessarily to bring Rastafari to the people, but the key is how everyone is celebrating the film. And when you see how them are celebrate the film, you have to wonder, because how them celebrating the film but persecuting the source that created this great icon. So this is what we're going to talk about, the criminalization of Rastafari family, in this era where global celebration of one of Rastafari's sons is taking place. We're seeing Rastafari still being arrested, convicted, and sentenced for the possession of ganja and the charge of dealing when you have over 8 ounces of ganja according to Jamaica law. So we're going to talk to a great brethren, an elder in the community. So And one of the things I want to stress why you need to subscribe if you're not subscribed to the platform is when you see guests come on the Lion Voice Network, we don't just bring in a man for one episode. We continue is a immunity, is an ecosystem, you know what I mean, in terms of a media landscape, because you're gonna continue to see the same people as them in a them journey. You might see I and I with them live sometime, you know, sometime it's virtual, but it's a continual chat because I am a brethren who is actually doing the work. We're not just, you know, we're always on YouTube. We are one of the workers who decide to come on YouTube because we don't see what I see in the field or on the back of field. I don't see it represented. I'm big up, you know, brethren like I Just Star. Me see certain brethren out in the field and I bring it, you know, Priest Isaac. You have certain brethren on YouTube where I do some mighty work. We're watching, we support the brethren them when we can in terms of views and them thing there. But Rastafari media is so crucial right now because we can't let the murmuring, the naysayers control the narrative about the family. You see me I say? So with that said now, I'm going to introduce the founder of Roothouse. Again, when you're in downtown Montego Bay, go up on Hart Street. You know, I had the opportunity to meet the brethren in person, to sit alongside of the brethren in court. They put off the thing that day there, but I just walk through Mobay and I observe all the people that deal with the brethren, and I can tell the them is a royal son of His Majesty when he move through the streets of Mobay. Yeah, him have that love there. So, you know, on this platform, we talk to the doctors and the high people from the universities, but we also talk to the grassroots, the man them who in the streets, who will make sure say Rastafari liberty is respected on the ground. You know, that when even a brethren like I myself walk through any inner city, in Jamaica, we still get that respect because ones like Ras Negus are hold it in these environments. So help I to welcome Honorable Ras Negus. Welcome, family.
Rastafari, I Selassie the first. Give thanks to life, you know. Yes,
Yeah,
Rasquazi.
Yes, so we have a link. We're live in Mobay right now. Where you say we're live in Mobay right now?
Yeah, we're live. From I hear the voice, you know, so we're live. You know, give thanks to life, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, President of life who give life to all of all flesh and praise Selassie the first. That's how I give thanks.
Give thanks. So we're gonna jump right into it because family, we interviewed Ras Negus before. We went from his childhood, come straight up. So make sure if you haven't seen that, go up on the Lion Voice Network and you can watch that. So we're not gonna go into our regular format where we go into the history, His Majesty, all of that. We are here for a topic. We want to jump right into the topic. Explain, Ras Negus, to the people what the I went through in terms of your case. We couldn't talk about it before. Now it's finished. You file an appeal, but explain to the people really what the whole case was about. It's in the press now. It's gone global, but we want to hear from the lion himself. Please explain.
Well, this case was about the police came to my space and, you know, bring it down to the station, you know, because of I sacraments and sign up a paper and give I a court date in the state. So I got through the court system for over a year, you know.
We're having a little technical difficulties.
I see that as outright injustice, you know, based upon the rights of I as Rastafari, you know, and I sacramental rights. I think that I'm undermining the rights of Rastafari, you know. Yeah, so this whole 1 year and odd case through the courthouse, Jag and I through the court, it really feel a way for I for really, you know, get up and go to court sometime or 3 times in a 1 month. You know, knowing that from 2015 there was a law put in place, you know, where they give Rastafari that freedom towards him sacramental ganja, you know, and you know it is in the book of law, and according to the law, it is very clear, you know, the Rastaman right, because it's a state in a way, you know, where the 2015 amendment say that rule against possession of ganja, summarized at 7, 8, and 9 above according to the documents, do not apply to any of the following. And from 7, 8, and 9, 9 is the most dangerous one concerning a one with possession of ganja. Because 9 states say if a one found with over 2 ounces of ganja, then that one can be brought to court, try in court. You know, if found guilty, can be, you know, pay a fine or imprisonment or both, you know, and that person, you know, will have a criminal record, you know, and it go down to 10, where 10 states say rule against possession of ganja, summarized at 7, 8, and 9 above, do not apply to any of the following. You know, and the first following point is religious sacrament adherent to Rastafari faith, you know, and then you have, you know, medical and therapeutic, and then you have science.
Forgive us, family. We're having
research, you know,
Wi-Fi.
But medical, yeah, yes, sir. Medical and therapeutic now would need approval, you know, the medical,
yes, sir.
You know, medical officer, and you know, and then you know the scientific, they would need approval from SRC same way, you know. So when you speak of Rastafari position, it don't have no one to give I no approval. So it is very clear that rule against possession of ganja summarized at 7, 8, and 9 above do not apply to any of the following. And the Rastafari rights is the first following: religious document adherent to Rastafari faith. So with that, you know, there is no one where we have to go to declare if we have with herbs, and there is no amount within the law or the position of herbs where Rastaman for have. So I might see it as an injustice, and going through court, I kind of feel away like, you know, every time I look on the book of law concerning the 2015 amendment, you know, I look a book I have, and every time I look on it, yeah, every time when I look on it, and when I look through it, I feel like, say, yo, the system I treat I like I am a Rasta. Because the state said, all of this, when I got through the court system, not apply to Rasta. So it's like, it's not a good feeling, even when you're looking at the law as a Rasta man, knowing, say, yeah, go court with something where you're right already declaring at the law. Never in history, Rasta right ever declaring a no law. You know, and now this time when I right declare within the law, you know, can't get the freedom, you know, with the sacraments, you know, as if we have the sacraments in our space, them come in, and, you know, there's a reality going in all of this, you know, because even when the police enter I space, I declare to the one them say,
hold on there. We're having some Wi-Fi. We're live from Montego Bay, family.
Police arrest yourself.
Hold on there, hold on there, Ras Negus. Come again, because the chip out for a little second. Come again.
Yeah. I ask the ones that never come inside the I space and see I am on a serve no one the herbs. And them never come inside that and come hard on the herbs from I. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
It's clear, you know? It's clear, so them never say I don't know farmer dealing, but them come in and say I and she Rastafari vision, the whole of vibration. But deliberately, they knowing say I there in the space also, and I really have I herbs and the relation with the Rasta and herbs from the grassroots days, and knowing that this herb is free, and I personal is a transporter for the Rastafari community, and we is Roothouse, you know, original known Rastafari within the community and thing. You see it? So knowing saying a space like this, police know say we there, them know say we run where Rasta the Rasta smoke and them have him herbs and thing, you know. So, you know, we never see which one should have come after, you know, 8 years gone. And then the rights act from 2015 till them time. And then now you come and you decide say you're gonna bring I down and, you know, charge I and I. I declare for I rights. You know, and I make you know self still. I will take a contribution for I and I herbs. You know, see it? And that become the issue wherein, you know, even at the court now, that was one of the things when I discuss I take a contribution. So it's a form of exchange and all of these things, you know, at the same time. When we get an exempt, yeah, I'm on the other side. When
come again, because you're blocking some very critical, for those who are not familiar with Jamaica, explain the whole situation around the exempt events and how the I has been authorized to transport her. Explain, because I don't think ones who are not in Jamaica understand or overstand that part there. So explain that whole system.
Yeah, an exempt event is like a show like Rastafari Roothouse Fest, show like Rebel Salute, Herb Curb, like Reggae Some Fest, Corner, and like those, you know, where Rasta is allowed to bring forth them liberty and them have some Rastafari space within them show there. And the Rasta community are going that and provide herbs for the space and the liberty of Rastafari, the lifestyle concerning with herbs and thing, you know. And then now ones that are forward and come look on the herbs and choose which sure them want and give a contribution, you know, towards the herbs from long time, where them call the same exchange, you know. And that is ancient way of Rastafari how we live. It's like, you know, it's not nothing new, and them know that. That's why them bring that in a form of a event for we display that. But when we're there in our space now, like where we live and how we spend all of our days and we night and most of the night, when we're there in a space like that, you know, it's like they must say it's illegal for we do the same thing where we do a Roots Fest, where we do a Rebel Salute, and them allow we to do it in a them space, which is to me is commercial. You know, and Rastafari, we're not about commercial, it's a liberty we live. You know,
so what they are saying is that what they are saying, because we're gonna take our time, Ras Negus, because I want the people really, they are say some powerful things. So they are say that they allow it for tourism purposes, but for everyday Rastafari who live this way from ever since, it comes with a criminalization. Because I want to be very clear as we have this discussion. So there is provision in the law that allows Rastafari to exchange at these major events, contribution, different things are happening, is a sacrament, you know, and then I also want I to explain about the sacred spaces as well, you know, so we can give the people the full vibration. But before they go in there, Alicia Taylor says to continue to hold firm and push forward His Majesty Works Ras Negus. We have daughter Aini. She just give some black power face. I wonder if that's from Tanzania. Bless up yourself, daughter Aini. And then we have William Trash. Big up yourself, William. And please, family, when you're commenting, just comment where you're tuning in from, because we know that this global. Kaka, more strength, Ras Negus, Roma to fall, House of Dread representing from Kingston. Big up yourself, House of Dread. Family are tuning in. Willow's parents, we didn't get legalized, we got commercialized. So you hear what the people are saying, Ras Negus. So take us forward to what I was saying about now. We are able to do this for tourism events, but for our everyday Rastafari, we are criminalized, lock up, arrested, these things. Take it from there.
Yeah, right. That's how we see it. Fire. It not look good, and the government have to, consider I as a indigenous culture within Jamaica, knowing that I, are the backbone of Jamaica.
Work with us, family. This is
as Rastafari. Our life, yeah, our liberty as Rastafari is what preserve the youths. Them. It's what you call a iron and a good example in terms of our unity and our love that we project anywhere we are as Rastafari in every community. Jamaica know if that if a virgin look direction, him know says the Rasta time for us anywhere I'm there. Him know say I will never lead him astray. So the energy, if you check even the system we're going right now, you check, run a survey and Babylon prison system and Babylon jailhouse and Babylon courthouse, you find say it's less than 1% Rasta enter through that courthouse for your year and every year annually. So them know it's a Rastafari not contributing to no form of negative activity or no form of violence and crime. We just project love and liberty, and be an example and a choice for your youth where when them looking at this destructive space where called Jamaica and things slowly for that thing are going and them know say there's a choice so you can be a humble youth and you can live and humble yourself because Rastaman there they set the example. So them look for I for what we really is, and I treat I like is 1963, or treat I knowing since 1963 and I did have misunderstanding how the Rastafari really is and why I'm really a project, because I'm talk about back to Africa and thing. But now, after life I've teach the them so much Babylon and the system out there. And I learn so much thing about the Rastafari, and I expect that the them to still, prolong them type of treatment with I. The them for recognize I for I is my.
And this is a key point that the I is raising because Jamaica right
just
now.
a good example in any community. That is the life of the Rastaman. So when we have a right now, that it is actually written in the book of law, we expect the system to give I justice, and don't treat I like, because look now, when a man say Rastafari, originally, them say, is the ganja where you smoke. See? Them say you're mad because you're a Rasta man and you say, I. But everything always linked with the ganja. Once I use a Rasta, you smoke ganja. So we and ganja go together. So if ganja free up, if you free up, and I see that was the intention, within even an earlier stage, within the government, them, both of them did I see that. So I don't know where the draw about them foot now. Because, the fact said come out and reach that way, everything did have a reason among them. In terms of both party, even put it here something. I know them did a reason and I check say them just do it and next one them don't know what go on. Them did know so them make up law and them did give Rastafari certain privilege. But they can't take back the privilege away and start sending back a courthouse and jailhouse and criminalize it after 9 years now. It not look good. See it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it not look good for you. So
and I just saw the Bob Marley movie Ras Negus, and almost every scene the man have a big spliff in his mouth, So we're glorifying this Bob Marley phenomenon and thing, and Iba Show say, he was with the herb. They didn't go deep into Rastafari in the film, so that is the next story. But the point is, you can't have it both ways. You can't glorify I and say, it's the greatest or one of the greatest to come out of Jamaica, and then you criminalize the same set of ones for doing the same thing where you did, you never loved Bob when he was alive. You know what I mean? and you treat the community where him rise out the same way. You know what I mean? So it's really hypocritical when you look on it that way there. How do I cite that?
Yeah, man, it's double standard. As you there, I say it, you know, Bob Marley become the poster man, you know, for Jamaica Tourist Board, and there's a big spliff in their mouth when you see it. And if you go to the airport, you see that same way. So them have it all part and use that as a thing for promote Jamaica, you know. And Rastafari is a culture that keep Jamaica alive. Bob Marley known in the world more than Jamaica itself. You know, see it? Yeah, so we put the food on the table through the tourism system and all of these things. You know, you're going to the craft market, almost red, gold, and green things them are selling there. And if you check them, I sell all Rastaman carving and all of these things. So they're making a lot of I and I, where I and I community never make nothing fight and thing, and them still marginalized and treat we are way virgin, which part them for just know say I hear me where the thing reach, you know. Respect the Rastaman for him is, you know, and treat him irie. And knowing say even this ganja now where I want now I still a persecute Rastafari. But Rasta did make a one know say I hear me ganja the healing of the nation, you know. Without no scientific evaluation, but just Irish. You know, see it, they know that and could have went tell the one that from them time there. And when they check in at 2015 and stuff, coming up 2014 and everything there, you find say all that OU so put up resistance against ganja. They have to accept it, say yes, ganja. At the E.
Yes, family.
Many nations. You know, see it?
Yes.
Yeah, me I say, how come all them things there? Like them things that them discovered the Rastafari fine. Why we not getting some royalty for them things that we discovered things long time ago?
Tax exemption and them things there, because listen, the elders never know about the endocannabinoid system, which is a system that is through the whole goodie. They never know that you have receptor sites for THC. As you say, it was just a heretical, you know, passed from generation to generation, knowing that this plant. And now when the scientists now start do the research, they now come with the justification, but the irate come in front of the science, and it was never wrong. So what I saying is so crucial in terms of, you know, identifying this medicine, and how we use the herb is not just medicinal, it's spiritual, is, you know, is practical, you know what I mean, because ones are use it for different things, tea, different vibration, and you cannot separate the herb from Rastafari. What I want to talk about now is that you know, we started some action, you know, because we're not here just to protest. There will be hundreds of people who watch this video, and we want to let them know, you know, what moving forward. And one of the things is through the RMO, there were 2 protests that were launched, and there are some more action that is being planned, some more outreach that is being planned to really galvanize. And I know that the I has been so passionate about really, you know, how we can reach out to the community, how we can touch the grassroots to get ones forward in the streets. Talk to us about how important it is, Ras Negus, to connect with the everyday man on this issue, because this is an issue that don't just affect the eye. It don't just affect, you know, as many ones that are still being arrested and persecuted. Talk to us as a man in the streets. How important?
One day I repeat that because it kind of chip out. I'm never hear what the question, the first part of the question.
Me say that. Me say as a man, we're in the streets. How important is it for us to connect with the Rastafari brethren who are in the streets on this issue in terms of, you know, creating some awareness and some change?
Well, it is very, very important in a far right. You see me? Yeah, it's the thing to do. Rastafari, reaching out to the people, make them start feel the current and, send out that natural mystic vibration that used to be here from a long time and still is in the air, where the people feel that current because the present I, it kind of can project a vibration. If we come together, people see that, and you have whole heap of Rastafari youth out there when they discover themselves, and I present, really can activate them. So it is very important anytime I come together in any space, Rastafari. So I think it's a vital thing for you, the togetherness and the Rastafari, more community gathering, more reasoning, bring the thing. It's an ancient trad. So all we have to do is go and do what the ancient them used to do from in the ancient time. And our trad always be about gathering and reasoning and holding a vibration with I and I self and, discuss his majesty and study and all of these things. That's how the Rastaman live. Whether we are study herbs, whether we are study the speech of His Majesty, or whole heap of things where we can reason up and we need to touch the people in the street. And I think that's the thing for do. And I'm on that use a space, I know it's a broad space, but we are call the races them together, man, for come out and you be unified. Shine a light in your community, make them see the energy of Rastafari flow. Keep that togetherness, that ancient ways, that one love Rastafari, all for one for all. Them time there, that is where the thing is, where the love is, when we start check for each other, be our brothers and our sisters keeper, that is Rastafari way. Check for the youth, check for the age, check for the humble, yeah. That is our way. The shelterless, we shelter, give them shelter. The naked clothes. It's just Rastafari living that. And, in order for all of these things fulfill, we need a great togetherness with the brethren and the sister who live Rastafari. We cannot be living a solo life out there because we are looking for other ones within them organ and other faith, and all the ones them come together. Rastafari, I tell us, we're whole heap, and furthermore in Jamaica we have to put the thing together because the world looking to us, so we have to just do it, and we already in the right direction, so all we have to do is just come on with the strength and make we do it. And we are called to the bridging them to come be a part of the oneness, because right now the type of Rastafari where we are dealing right now within Jamaica and within this RMO, we are the one type of Rastafari. We want to hear your voice. We want to hear what you have to say. We don't want a decision to make about the Rastafari community, and you don't have a say. We want every input. So I'm going to have to come up front, brethren, and come talk. And
we're working through the technical.
We have to go about this, Yeah. Yeah, it's our Ubuntu where we have to go about this. I am because you are. So we always keep that unity. Yeah.
And I want to touch a point. I want to touch a point, Ras Negus. I want to touch a point because what happens is we have a lot of firemen in our community now. We burn everything. And Iman was called to the order of Naya Bingi from, me coming at the movement. So me know the fire, we used to it, we see it, we live it. However, it's very easy to stay one side and burn fire upon everything, because you don't have to agree to anything. You just do things your way or you see it. Easy does not win the victory. Easy does not win the battle. And I want to emphasize, because the eye block the same thing, but I just want to emphasize to the ones them, because we know that there are ones out there who are fiery and lick down everything and nobody can do no right. That is easy because you don't get tested how you can work with your brethren and your sister. We have to come together no matter how difficult. We have to have the difficult conversation, the hard conversation. We have them hard conversation, because that is where the victory lies, is where we can come together, even if we disagree, and we find a point where we can come together and do what we have to do. Do you think that Rastafari has gotten soft, Ras Negus? May I give you some question today, you know? Make we stir up the pot. Do
When
you
it comes
think
to Ras Negus, you know,
yeah,
Rastafari has never been soft. No time, no day. Always solid as a rock. Real hard and tough. You know, if individual not keeping focus, you know, that means a Rastafari soft. Because when you talk about Rastafari, you talk about the Almighty.
Almighty,
You know?
give thanks.
Yeah.
So has Rasta or the ones who have followed the Almighty, do you think in Jamaica the fire is still there like one time in terms of I and I really in the streets with the people having that love? Because even when me I watch the Bob Marley movie and me I see
you
Bob,
know, one of the things we start up around here, we have a lot of, may I say, within Jamaica, we have a lot of firefighter, you know, so one fighting the fire, and that fire has always been that light, you know, we preserve the strat, because when they're on a fire, people come and do anything with them want to do, you know, see it? So the fire always being a guideline within Rastafari, and the youth out there aspire to be Rastafari. But him not see no fire burn, him not know what to do, because these are the guidelines, you know. Fire always being a guideline, you know. Yeah, and you know, a man not have to worry about the fire, because fire not really burn fire. So you know,
it's a purification.
yeah. So it's just I see we're in, you know, ones get missed. But you know, there will always be the Rastafari community with solid and firm, and we always know them because we live among our brethren them every day, and we ancient them. So, you know, the ancients they always round with. So we never see it gone. But in terms of, you know, how the music flow, because everything is vibration, and the music is a thing we channel the vibes in one of the most terrible way, you know, send it through the radio wave, you know, powerful energy and vibration it's sent out. So when you find the music, you know, is watching how I go on. You have a whole heap of righteous Rastafari youth and youth with black power youth, them with just African conscious mind youth, and them there on you, and them do positive music, but their music there not being endorsed by most of the disc jockey on the radio station or even the producer them, you know. It's like it's a different music now. The music where them come with is a music where them send them trap music. So them set a trap for the music, because this music out of Jamaica, it always damage Babylon and them system. You know, it always been a warrior music that originally out of Jamaica. Leaders in Africa and revolutionary in Africa, they stand up for them right. You know? So, I mean, Rastafari just need to be together, because we already have the powers and everything is high and high. You know, we project the most love. Even when a Rastaman in our community, the people them expect from that Rastaman nothing but good. So if you're walking out there, anytime you fall, them tell us a Rasta not do that. Because Rastafari really and truly is a secret power within each and every one, you know, that powers within a one. So you find, say, if you even be a pastor and you use a Rastaman and you rat upon him in a certain way, you tell us that you're Rasta and behave them way there, you know. So even the pastor know that the Rasta is a righteous man. You know what I mean? Anyone, any community member, when you and them in a rat, you tell us that we are not a Rasta, because I respect a Rasta. It's peace and love in our unity, you know. Nothing else. So I and I have to just represent that anywhere we're there and project that love vibration, you know. And I think just coming together more often, man. Maybe we're not keeping enough togetherness, and you know, but I wouldn't say it far along around here, because you see, through me as a man, well, a community man, we know the whole of the ancient them, and we know so them solid around here. You know what I mean? Yeah, we know.
That's why I asked the eye, because I know so the eye is on the ground in one of the communities where the rest of the world would I say is a at-risk community in terms of violence. Montego Bay are one of them places where, you know, a lot of violence is taking place, and I know that there is there holding it and is a light. So they live where you're talking. at your court case, the sentencing that just took place, there were Nyabingi drums outside and chanting. How did that make the eye feel? If you even see the ones them that did come out and the chanting, and does the eye think that that had an impact, you know, in terms of even the vibration as you were going to face the judge and deal with the sentencing?
Yes, man. Anytime Rastafari come out, it always have an impact because anytime we touch the street, no matter whatever we touch the street for, once Rastafari, there's one thing the people always say, Rasta honor did that. Never come out, the people ever request I and I present anytime we step in the road. So them love to see it, you know, because we are them direction. We are the one where, you know, if I want, you know, I got you a difficult thing, you know, it's Rastafari and feel for free if you discuss and share that with him. Not share that with anyone, you know. So him see I and I as a one where, you know, yeah, I want him can reason with a counselor, savior, you know. Yeah, a man of peace, a man of love. We represent them things that for years, and that is why the Rastafari community been doing to Jamaica, and that is the love that bring the whole heap of tourists come around here, and all of these things. So each time them come here, it's a culture them I look for, you know. It's a culture them come here and look for from time to time, the Rastafari culture. Because what is Jamaica culture then? It's Rastafari is a culture. Jamaica built upon Rastafari, you know. The entire Jamaica built upon the whole tourism thing built upon Jamaica, upon Rasta. It's true.
People think Jamaica colors.
People think Jamaica. Peter Touch and all of them ones there is them Israel vibration. You know, Joseph culture is them ones there.
A lot of people think Jamaica colors are red, gold, and green, you know, outside in the world, you know.
Yes, sir.
They think that the red, gold, and green is the Jamaica colors.
Naturally, because that is the Rastaman colors, and they must say, yeah. You know, if you even tell a one, say, yo, me there Africa, and when you tell a one, say, yo, where you forward from, and they all say Jamaica. You know, them still not take a while to recognize it. So when you say Bob Marley, everyone know where you attack. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
for one take a minute to where you were, but once you say Bob Marley, say, oh, I know where you attack right away. So that is what the Rastaman do bring to the world through music with peace and love and righteousness. You know, so as the man say righteousness can cover the sea as water, cover the earth as water cover the sea. So it's just them thing that I and I if you keep the righteous energy and the positive vibes and Rastafari live. And the hotter the buckle, the sweeter the victory. And when it look like nothing happen, Rastafari is long time we win the victory. Long time now. Because them recognize us, you know. Remember say I and I, you know, we couldn't see it up in a Norway at all, you know. Even though we there got through what we got through, but we couldn't see it up in a Norway at all. As Rastafari, just see it up with it, just see it up sake. You know? Would I be terrorized and would I be holy for jailhouse and holy for thing because we know them things that we grow up come see them things. Enough time when we are youth, you know. Some police just run through all them villages where we live, Art Street and thing, and when they run all through them village of fire, you find say they run through the village and all two Rasta them left with and when them forward. A grass buckle them use and trim all them Rasta, you know.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Eh? So them type of tribulation that we got through. And all and we have got through that. We just have got through that as a peace and love, man. A good over, we'll never turn upon the people them yet at no time at all. The people them always can know say yo, the Rasta there, he mumble. And as me tell you say, it's only one energy you can project. Anything else you do around the people them never gonna say you're no Rasta. So for example, when it comes to Rasta, them say, you man on a Rasta. So if you can hold the powers in the place and you can maintain that respect for you, is a living you are living up. You know, see it? Yeah, man, and they live that for alright. And they don't want to touch upon the rights within Rastafari and the sacramental rights within the law. It's like, yeah, it's like when you look upon the law now, you know, how it said, every Rasta youth, we are 18 years old. him have the right to apply for a space if him have a piece of land where him get for use from him relative or if him own it or and him come by the ownership, him can apply to cultivate sacramental ganja. That is a right, given to the Rastafari community. Him do that application to the Ministry of Justice. See it? And we want the Rasta youth know, say, them have them right there within the law, even though you see the system, because it's a very complicated system,
Yes.
And them deliberately try to complicate I and I within these things because, we know, say, within chaos, Babylon gain control. So we know them little method that them use against I and I over the years, So we just make it clear, make a youth know, say, from he's a Rasta youth and you're 18 years and over in a Jamaica, you have the right to plant ganja and you can make an application and have that, get that, approved through the Ministry of Justice. You can link up with the ones them who already are doing, such as Raga and thing. And if you don't link up with that one, you can link with other organ where they do that. And if, you go by your own, you still have the right to do them thing there as a youth, 18. And you have a next thing where a sacramental event, exempt event like an event like a Rastafari Roots Fest and a ganja exempt. You have the right to make an application to the Ministry of Justice for them thing there. So what we don't understand after we have them right there is the double standard where one take back your rights from you and treat your life. You have a right for a thing where after 8 years, this in law. So we just want our family to know, say.
Yes, family. We're working out the Wi-Fi issue, but this is some critical information. I want the family share it through WhatsApp. You know what I mean? Because we want the ghetto youth, them, the country youth, them, not just Kingston. Part of the problem that we have is that the communication is not.
We have a right to do these things, and then now.
This is part of the concern that we have. This is why the Lion Voice Network is so important. These information not reaching the people. Continue, Negus. You did cut out. What you're saying is very crucial, and we want the people them share it through WhatsApp, through all of the platforms for the ghetto youth, them, the youth, them, their country, that they can hear what their rights are in Jamaica, because a lot of ones are not aware that they have this right as a Rastafari one. So continue.
Yeah, as we did say now, our brethren were 18 years and over, you have the right to make these application. Him can go by himself, him can connect with Raga, him can connect with RMO, and him can connect with any organization who making those applications concerning the right of Rastafari, and push through and, take advantage of the rights were there for Rastafari. But what I can over is the double standard in which after we have all this right, we've been jogging through the court and, undermine, a man like me who receive around nine documents to transport ganja to the community over the years and thing. From, within the 9 years is last year, I received the last documents, even when the case are gone. Transport. We'll get documents to transport 10 pounds, 15 pounds, and, knowing as a known, ganja man within the community where them know, say, yes, these are the Rastafari ganja man, them, where they deal with ganja in terms of, when the Naya being Jaguar.
Yeah, man. They are administrate in terms of the sacrament.
Make sure said that. Yeah, and we go around and share herbs. That's how we live, and we've been doing this thing over the years within our community. That is the reason why I and I personal would have be one of the man who have the most of them documents that for transport herb, because this is the thing where we've been doing at all times. you know, within the community. So the community that recognize us as them one day who, you know, when a gathering I go on, we there make sure that every single one who there in the gathering, most of the time, we have met them have a piece of herbs within them hand for know say, yeah, smoke some herb because this we do, and this are the part of which part we go through, you know, and always project that energy within the family, you know, as our sacraments. So we're not supposed to go through these things as over the years, and you know, we've been through great tribulation concerning I and I rights over the years, and then we come forward, you know, I face these type of tribulation, you know, Irie, you
You
know,
see that? Hold on there. Tafari McConnell, him said that just letting you all know I am a university graduate and Roothouse played a great role in my academics.
Rastafari.
Ras Charles continue. Them cannot stop you. Haile Selassie, I bless the eye, you know. So as you're talking, you know, the people them are talk, you know, the people them are talk for the eye, same way, you know.
Naturally.
So
Yeah, man, give thanks to Tafari McConnell, you know. Yeah, more
yeah,
life.
man. Yeah, man. Welcome
Yes,
to your king country anytime. Ethiopia on the check-in. Yes, I. Rastafari. Blessing.
Haile Selassie, yes, I bless up my family in Ethiopia, you know.
Yes.
Shashamane.
Yes, give thanks. The first Farai I see in Montego Bay that was truly and deal
You know?
with segregation.
Yeah.
Chocolate goddess.
That's
Yeah. The ones that I check in. That's how me know say I live good. Cause anytime they I come on the platform, the ones them check in, you know. Me see the ones them check in for the eye, you know. So we give thanks. It really make her and I feel good. Daughter Aini says she's in Boston. Came to give her firstborn enough love as she embarked on another revolution around the sun. Please hail up the eye daughter. I have not seen her since she was young. You know, I think she was going off to college the last time I saw her. She's a big woman now. Big up your daughter Aini. Perfect love. Rothschild said, Dada is Christ. That is all we need now. R over X.
Right over wrong.
Right over wrong, Haile. That's
the first.
Roothouse,
Yes,
one family. So Roothouse, they are checking that Aini said Jamaica government desires only to commercialize Rastafari and not to recognize that Rastafari put JA on the heart of the entire world. It's true. You know what I mean? That is a reality. Chocolate Goddess say this fight is more than just ganja amongst this brethren. This Farah has been doing so much in the community of Rastafari for years, for both the young and the elders. And for those who didn't watch the I episode, Ras Negus, talk about the I, because the I took some elders to Africa. I don't know how
many. Yeah, all them things there, you know, whole heap of works. Yeah, you know, whole heap of things are going for, right? You know, we start a thing when him Sankofa, you know, where we journey, you know, we journey, you know.
All right.
Tanzania, you know, we link up a bridge, you know. Yeah, we journey within Tanzania. Yeah, that was about 2022. You know, we make a journey. That was a nice second journey within Africa. You know, we got the motherland and thing. You know, it's a joy. You know, it's a joy for I tell you. You know, for just being within, you know, the space of Africa, knowing say as a Rasta man, you know, it's like we know say. You know, we chant, one go home back to Africa and thing, and I must be there, and one bright and early morning, and Zion train, and all of these things, you know. So, to I and I, Rastafari, personally, Africa is where I call heaven.
Yes,
you know, on earth here. You know, Africa is where, you know, I and I birthright is. You know, where I and I ancestors' journey from the first people, Ethiopia is the land of origin, So
Yes, sir.
right, that's how mankind originate, So it's like, I and I always yearning for go forward around there, so and back to the reason with the elder them still, we we decide so we are go Bonga Basha is and Negus ready for go again because Bonga Basha the first man who really and truly, give I that journey vibration for trod up in a Mama Africa. Because it's like there was a point when I want give Bonga Bash a journey. And Bonga Bash Silakai and I as a more youthful ample for say niggas are you want treaded me. And we are go through that process there and we get some delay. And so we get to go Gambia at that time there. That was I and I first experience on the continent.
We're working with the Wi-Fi.
I tell you, the best money I man ever spend ever. Yeah.
Yes.
I wanna show the eye that. Yeah, I said them time there, 2014, we got Gambia. So, we have that Africa spirit, when we come forward, everything just airy and, a lot of things manifest within them years there. Because we find say when we come forward, all heap of things are going. Herb start free up for Rasta in 2015 and Roothouse start getting name coming out houses and mansion and all heap of things we see start happen. Within Rastafari and unity and that togetherness.
Yes.
We start see these things that happen and we see 2016 forward again at Roots Fest. And we see say bringing forth a joy same way within the family, within the Roots Fest. We find say we see Ganja Cup come in and we end up become a winner for a strain where we did a create name Manga Berry where we get the whole name and thing.
Very.
So right, that's now it was a joy, coming from Africa. So, while we there now on a full joy, some of the joy and see the sacrament get free up in our way and we feel empowered because we have left from out the space and a police would all stop and we come back out all the documents when they transport the documents and when we show the ones them would just fold up and herbs good and put it down good and just lower and so
yes,
we are still victorious as Rastafari and say and we just step in Africa and come forward and all of them things at me so we are feel joyful so we are meant say 2022 we are say say it's a good while we step out of Africa 2014 and now we need to go forward and when we are go we just get a spirit where I say, yo, hear me no Negus. So we have an ancient name, Tony. I mean, Tony Trad, and if me I go Port, yeah, I have an ancient name, Tony. If I go Portland, I say, Tony, come on, we I go Portland. If me I go Kingston, I say, come on, Tony, we I go Kingston. When we I go Westmoreland, come on, anywhere we I go. Anywhere, Clarendon, anywhere around the island, we I say, come on, Tony, sir. It's like the Irish are saying, sir, this time your journey, and I left Tony, car. You know what I mean? Eh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, I left Tony, car. Yeah. So we just don't say, I hear me. We just make the journey. We and Tony. And we have an ancient mama where when she go work a morning time, she stop on Eli and an ancient Rastafari Empress.
Yes.
Stop on Eli and I, when she leave work every evening, she just she stop on Eli and I. So you see them type of love that with them show. We just know say we is a man where, we just know say say we are got Africa and we are gonna make a sacrifice and bring to our ancient to come show them how heaven look.
Aye.
Make them really reach at heaven, because that is where is heaven to I and I, and
yeah, man.
We not do like no pastor we a chant. So we want to heaven and all now, not even one good pastor can make it. Because I mean, I see no good pastor never there. But in reality, is none of them never make it.
Under the earth. Their heaven is under the earth.
Right, none of them never make it because first thing is that Diane got to heaven business. And you see, as a living man, Rastafari, we are journey with our ancient and just going at the land, and we're there and going to Tanzania, and I tell you, it was a joy, you know, because the first day we reached, we end up meet up with the Virgin Kush. You know, them youth that there in Tanzania about maybe 6 years and now, got to 7 years and them we there. You know, we have an ex-Virgin over there. You know, Pumpy Judah, Elekima, you know, them youth around.
Pumpy Judah is in Tanzania. The artist.
Yeah. And, you know, we have
Hold on there, Ras
you know,
Negus. Ras Negus, Pumpy Judah is in Tanzania, the artist.
Yeah, man, him live at Tanzania, man, for years now,
Okay.
man. Around 9 years, him go down the right now.
Okay, those seven know
Yeah.
Pumpy Judah. Yes, I give thanks.
Yeah, man. Man go and go around there too, and them know the Swahili and thing, you know. So it's like, it's a jive. No, I hear nothing about the West. Him now come back a West. You see me? Yeah, no, I see around there, so. Africa lovely, you know, and a cheap and easy place to live on. The amount of vegetable there, Africa,
low stress.
There, Jamaica.
Yeah,
you know?
there's a lot of challenges. The way I tell people is a lot of challenges, little stress. You know, not a lot of stress. Challenges, yes, but not a lot of stress. I'm going to start take some questions here, Ras Negus. Come and see the chatter get lively. Put your questions in the comment section. If you're not subscribed to the platform, please subscribe. We're trying to pass 2,200 tonight. We need 19 more.
Yeah, Bully, good question.
So dear. So Bulky, him say, why are there no legal up for Rastafari official commercial dispensary? Ras Negus, may I go make the answer that.
That are really the same question where the Virgin are asked, you know. You know, it's like the same thing where we are say, how come the system not provide none of that for I and I know and say, you know, you bring our thing in, you know, turn it in a big industry. How comes, you know, me ask the same question and my Virgin ask. What I know say is to keep the Rastaman. Then my answer it is to keep the Rastaman out of the business part of the herbs and the part of the herbs where, you know, you can't get the most. Because them say we is just a smoker and we're supposed to just, even though we can grow up to 2 years, you can, you know, I can't cultivate, you know. Them say we can grow up to 2 acres of herbs as a Rasta man. So, you know, if you grow 2 acre herbs, you know, you must just smoke it, Rasta man. You know, just smoke it and don't do nothing else but smoke it. After, you know, we've been persecuted to smoke so much time. You know, and have a benefit, even though cultivating these herbs, yeah, it going to cost you to cultivate it. You know, just like if you did a plant some yam, it costs you. Just like if you did a plant banana, it costs you. If you plant pepper, it costs you. So it does natural, same way, because a plant. But at the same time, you know, I'm not the one the Rastafari if you achieve from it. And that are the real thing, my Virgin Bulky. So last year I know.
Yes, and what I would say too, just exclusive, and this is why you're supposed to subscribe. There is a brethren who just received a license in Jamaica, Rastafari brethren. I'm not going to put him business in terms of him name out there, but if him get him license, I will try, you know, when him ready, I will have him on the platform to talk about, you know, what him I gonna do with the license and what him, you know, how him want to forward. But there is an effort underway for Rastafari to have a dispensary through the CLA system, because, and we have to make that clear to Ras Negus that there are two systems. You have the CLA, which is a regulated system from medical ganja, where you have to, there's a lot of expenses that you have to pay. You have to have a fence, you have to have a camera system, you have to have a lot of requirements that can, you know, it costs hundreds of thousands of US to qualify under the legal system. And then you have the sacramental ganja system, which is what we're talking about, that is not regulated under CLA, that is in the law that Ras Negus is talking about, where Rastafari is exempt. And this is where the gray area that they're using to continue to criminalize us, even though it is in the law. So we want to make it clear that there are two different type of system. Now, Angel Allen, she says, great leader, great teacher, always portray and practice good, clean, healthy living. He has always been a peaceful and kind Rasta, always teaching and keeping up the liberty. Boy, Negus, may I tell you, say your liberty, you know, a shine because the people them test the eye don't have to talk for yourself. The people are talk for the eye, Ras Negus, you know?
Yeah, so that's
the people are talk for the eye tonight, Ras Negus, man. Tell the eye.
Give thanks.
Bulky said, beside the vast places and spaces of unlawfully distributions to go to, why is there no legal dispensary? The main reason, Ras Bulky, is the cost. You know, the legal dispensary cost is hundreds of thousands of US dollar because you have to have fencing, you have to have camera system, you have to have, there's a whole list of requirements to qualify under the legal dispensary protocol that CLA govern, and most Rasis do not have the money to invest upfront to put in all of that infrastructure to be regulated under the CLA. So this is why it's going to take either some collective action by I&I, and I&I are going to help to lead that effort too. If the one will get the license, you know, want to come on the platform for get that collective strength, I'm going to open the platform to do that, because that's one of the main reasons is the cost, you know, and that is the injustice, because we take the beating as Rastafari for the plant, but then there's no program of assistance to help us to prosper under that part of the system, in terms of there should be grants that allow Rastafari to build that infrastructure if that is the bar. I cited Ras Negus.
Yeah, man. I cite where the system, you know, even though we have sacramental rights, so you know we can apply for a space to grow with herbs. So you know what would I really want is that the right to dispense I herbs. So you know, yeah, give I the right if you can have a couple of dispensary around the space, knowing said it is the indigenous people, the original ganja people them space, that the Rastaman space in particular, because I know say most of the one them, a majority of the one them, you know them honest and true and pure self know that, you know, this shouldn't happen. The Rastaman get left out. You know, a thing like this. Because if you left the Rastaman out of the ganja business, why you gonna put him in a? That means nothing left for him. Nothing. Because if you know want Rasta in a ganja, Rasta not inherit nothing from ganja in a Jamaica, that means that there is no inheritance for him, because if you take ganja from him, you take him vital food, you take him spring water, you take him roots, and you take everything when project on him healthy lifestyle over the years and commercial it and change all ital name to vegan, and you do all of these things, you know, and take everything where him have, and now you still take him herbs. So, you know, them not left nothing for we survive with. And, you know, what would I want still? The government for know say, if I and I couple spaces, man, where we can, you know, dispense our herb to and live as Rastafari and take care of our family. And we have a creed to fulfill. We have the humble to be fed, we have naked for clothes, we have sick not for nourish, we have aged protected, and we have infant to take care of. You know what I mean there? So, yes, you know, give I and I them type of strength there and support government, knowing say the Rastafari community always stand up for peace and love and project good voice.
Definitely. Bulky said the real issue is the economic bar alongside with financial literacy.
Every community and the item.
Say it again, Ras Negus. The last piece cut off.
Yeah, I said the ones them forgive I and I the right, you know, to have a Rastafari dispensary where I and I have the right to dispense I and I herbs and collect something for I and I herbs without them have to jog I and I through court system and ridicule I and I and belittle I and I, you know, based upon, you know, things will become I and I, right? Because this is something that was to the Rastaman from the longest time. And then you take the Rastaman thing and then you push him around the corner. It don't look good. It look like it's a whole, you know, marginalization of the Rastafari. You know, him are the man were persecuted for this, but now this reach a way where it's it personally now. You have to take away from him and push him in a one corner. So we don't want some, yeah man, give her a nice space to dispense, give a dispensary freedom, man. You know, or you want to call it license or whatever it is, give you the right to do that. Because that is a very difficult part, and that is the part where we don't want to. And it's a very difficult part when you check the whole thing, because you find, say, for you to run a dispensary, you have to get a space where you go to pay rent fee and you do the application, and you can't apply without that space there. So anytime you apply, you know, at that space that you have to use. You know, see it, to make your application, and that space now have certain requirement where the money will take for apply for the thing, you have to have maybe 4 or 5 times that money there to set up that space there where it require. So most time Rasta not afford it. We don't afford it for sure. You know? We don't afford it. So we don't forget left out because we can't afford it. We can't remember our thing.
A serious thing, yeah, black.
Turning a big industry now. You find, say, you look on it now in Jamaica where really I take place right now. You have, you know, ex-police where them are run ganja industry. You have ex-prime minister where them are running a ganja industry. What the Queen one name, Governor General, where they run in a ganja industry. And all of these brethren and people them who used to bring the Rasta man God jail and call him mad dirty man just because dirty Rasta, because the same ganja where you smoke. You know, see it. So brethren, that is just injustice for I and I part. And we need, you know, we need for one them to look into how them run this industry where them call the ganja industry in Jamaica and make sure say the Rasta man get a part in it. You know, we shouldn't have a fight after 9 years now for a part. We should have provided a space so we see other country, you know. We see other country, you know, show them Rastaman more respect more than Jamaica, you know. Jamaica lose it, you know.
Caribbean, yes, in the Caribbean in particular.
Jamaica lose it because we see other Caribbean nation big up them Rasta them and bring them up front and give them dispense if run off and give them license and, you know, and set them. So Rasta go and go run the thing and things. So around here, so in Jamaica where at the Mecca for Rastafari, and we find other Caribbean nation treat them Rastafari with much more respect. We wonder what go on in Jamaica, you know? Yeah.
We're falling behind. We're promoting this Bob Marley movie and persecuting the culture that produced Bob Marley. We could have more Bob Marleys we create around here, but we're trying to criminalize the culture that create Bob Marley. So this is a backwards way of thinking. I and I have to do a lot better. I want the I talk about what was the sentence that they gave the I. It was 2 pounds of ganja that they said they found at the I shop. Just update the ones them on what the sentence is. And I know that I and I will be reasoning and bringing forward more in terms of, because again, we want to emphasize, because we're going to seal up shortly, but we want to emphasize that this is not something that because the guy has been sentenced that we just drop it so and then we go about with business. This is something that has to change. This is something that we want to bring the awareness that we want have more engagement around in Jamaica with Rastafari in Jamaica. We want the ones who are watching this and who will watch this after, who don't see this live to reach out to their brethren and sisters and see how we can come together. Reach out to the RMO, reach out to the Lion Voice Network. Let us know how we can contact the eye so we can bring this thing together, because right now is the gathering time. Gideon is happening. World War III is falling. One of the things that we've been talking about on this platform is that the shipping lanes are going to be shut down. with this global war. Jamaica depends on imports. How are we going to be prepared to face this global situation? We have to empower the Rastafari community so that Rastafari can empower Jamaican society. We're not the enemy of Jamaica. We have put Jamaica on the map. It cannot be questioned. So imagine if the government removed the criminal sanction on Rastafari family, what Jamaica could look like. It would be the Dubai of the Caribbean. It would be a wealthy paradise where each Jamaican citizen, living and prosper. We can see that vision of a Jamaica. However, the item have to remove the criminalization of the culture. So, Ras Negus, talk to us. What was the actual sentence? What did the judge say when she was giving the sentence? And then, how, let's talk about, how we can rally the people.
Well, right now in a fire, it's just, as me say, Ubuntu, I am because you are, all for one for all. That is the type of way, Tanzania, them say, took up a moja, we are together. That is the only way. We have to come together and do it together. Each man, because the man say a chain is strong as it weakest link, So anytime we link up the unity together as Rastafari, and Marcus Garvey say, when them look for man of higher fear, a man in a high position and him couldn't find them, then him decide to meet them. So it's just a virgin within himself, see himself as an instrument within the works of Rastafari, because when you take up a journey like Rastafari, it couldn't be just a life, it just, it couldn't be you just come and just not care. It's a journey you take on. So it's just a man for just play him role and find him office. Because him office is there within the unity,
Yeah,
and each one strength one, and that's it the far right. Because if you come amongst I and I come amongst the I, and I project positive energy, and I project is more positive vibration. So it gone out. So more positive people that link up. Is that the vibration there? Harness and gone out in the space. So people are take on positive energy around and about, because remember Rastafari is something we're living our one, So you see the present I and I, together so we can activate that Rastafari we're living in each and every one. Where have that righteous part time. Yeah, so I'm gonna see it say it's more unity, get the community informed, make the community know what the discussion is. Always make the youth them know what go.
Okay.
And keep them informed. Yeah, the direction we are head within the community of Rastafari. Just get everyone, involved and knowing say, this is our mission. I don't mean say everyone are going involved, all of the things, because you still are going to have administration. But, they must have a voice, whatever decision this administration will represent them are going to do. Because this is not PNP and JLP type of politics we are doing. We are talking about Rastafari government. We are talking about listen to the dull and to the ignorant, because they too have a story. We want to hear them views, we want to hear them grow. Sometimes it's not the most bright one that will come with the brilliant idea. I might just inspire for say it. It's like Haile Selassie, I just, bring out the word out of him. So we want to hear what I must say, and we want to know when we make a decision in terms of him, and upon him life, and upon him liberty, him have an idea where I go and say, can say something, and we're not talking about coming confusion, we are talking about coming a unity, coming at the betterment of Rastafari, and we could do it together, because there is no other way far. And I tell you the truth, even though we're there as a physical struggle, we never lose focus. Rastafari have never lost the focus of repatriation. That is the main mission we're upon. We don't say Jamaica is a plantation, and it's nice and thing, and we end up, come born around here, But show them say we are great, we are birth, greater than we are born. You know, we know so we want to go to the land of I and I birth. So it's really Africa, back to Africa move the Rastafari depend from them time. So you find say enough I and I ancient from the 70s and the 60s and even the 80s, they just never too mindful of even the position that them did have in Jamaica, because them whole lyrics was repatriation and going back to Africa. Them thing are reality now, you know. That's why we there try to create this Sankofa vibes where at least we can know say we are plan a trip and we are going to Africa. You know? Yeah. We are going to Africa just like how we do that already. And you know, we just want a continuation of that vibration. Traveling into Africa same way. Project that vibration where, you know, really islandful. You know, we just need.
Did I get forward? Did I get forward your £2? What happened to the £2? Them smoke off the £2?
You know, sir. There was a time, you know. There was a time in 2017 when I man was at I space and the police them forward in I space within that time there, and them actually journey with a warrant. You know, and them give her a real style like in a show. As I open for the door, you know, there was a police pull up on I and thing and forwarded a warrant. It was an inspector and thing, and you know, and I, you know, because I did already make a journey. You know, go down at the station, go defend 10 pound of herbs where them did take her for one I ancient bongo beard, you know, that from 2016, you know, and bring out the whole Nyabingi family upon them and things. So them did see say we are stand up for right. But them did expect more agitation from them time there. Till now, them never expect say even this will happen. Would I just slow it up and just wait till we are down in the latter end now. We you know, when them done, when the damage is already done. You know, we start to say we are agitate and things. Give thanks to the agitation, you know, and we're grateful for it. I'll let you know that too, you know. But them expect I and I when we keep that vibration at that momentum. Because even when, as I said, the I and I did make that move there for the ancient herbs. 2017, the one them 49 I space. And when them forward our journey, you know, them take I and I herbs and say and show a warrant to them suspects that I and I operate in legal activity on this premises here. You know, so I and I journey with them and them say, you know, I man must bring the book. You know, the book where them say I and I for bring was one of them book, yeah. One of the original copy where I and I did have. You know, and I bring the book around there. And when I go in at the space with them, and I reason, I writes, which is, you know, vivid in the whole book, yeah, very clear. You know, when I read it and the ones them go forward and them come and them go in at them office and them link up the Justice Minister office in them time in 2017 and them link up the Clerk Court because we hear them call him name. I was a virgin name, Mr. England them time now we hear him name call, so we know them link him up and thing because them did a reason we hear it. You know? And when them inquire and I them come to I and say Rasta, at 2 ounces of herb the documents I talk about, you know. And I show him say 9 states, you know, in the one found with 2 ounces are over, you know. And when I tell him that, you know, and him hear the 2 ounces are over, and go forward in a fire and go raise with him superior them and know him I raise with, you know. And then him come forward to I and say Rasta, you know, me have to let you go still because the document the state how much herb the Rasta man for have. You know, those brethren where them see the right of Rasta and them free I up and give I and I more than 2 pound of herbs, over 2 pound of herbs, I and I walk out of the police station with and come forward at I and I space. So when these things start happening again, and we end up at go court for 1 year and add 2 pound of herbs again, it's a reverse thing of going.
Yeah,
you see it?
Yeah. So they didn't give forward the I herb that is gone typically in these situations. Family.
First thing I go on, you know. So Yeah, man, we just have to stand up for right, all right, that's right there now.
And we want to make clear that they had to pay a fine, you know, so that was the outcome. So
yeah,
even
this
though,
time,
go ahead.
yeah, this time, yeah, when I go forward around there, you know, the judge say, you know, she find and I guilty. And then now, you know, I'm on for forward for high sentence, you know. That was the 18th of January. She said she find and I guilty, and I for forward on the 8th of February for I and I sentence now. So when I forward on the 8th of February, you know, I and I sentence was a fine of 9,000 for possession of ganja and 11,000 for dealing of ganja, you know. So even though the documents here state that rule against possession of ganja do not apply to I and I as Rastafari, and I was still charged unfairly for ganja, you know, in the court, you know. I think them deal with me from before this, you know, did a mindset from before this. This was amend 2015. You know, I don't think I get fair treatment, you know. Yeah.
And that's why the protests are gonna continue on this issue. Bulky said because Babylon stopped her yesterday in front of a clothing store, they detained her yesterday and let her go. They had 5 big spliffs. Where they are sounding from, Bulky? Put it in the chat so we know where they are coming from. I said give her a ticket for $75, and that was the end of it. So yeah, comment where they are watching from, because this is a global platform. So want to know where the eye a comment from Bulky. Rothschild, big up yourself. Me see in the comments. Go on with where you're going with more time. Yes, you know, the fire off your burn. We want to just give thanks for the eye, Ras Negus. Okay, Bulky's in Atlanta. So we have Georgia, I represent in the chat same way. And we have different ones are calling from different region. Ras Tafari said, my son is 10 years old and him have the highest respect for Ras Negus. Each evening him stop from school to learn Swahili, you know. So again, is our next brethren who are testify of their, you know what I mean? The community really come out tonight for the eye. We give thanks. Give thanks. Chocolate Goddess are calling from England. So you see, said this thing global right now. And we give thanks, family. And I hope the family see what we are building here on the Lion Voice Network. We're here live, Montego Bay. We're on Hart Street. We're bringing Hart Street to the globe. Ras Negus inner theme sacramental space right now. And this is another thing that we have to clarify, because sacramental spaces come in different form from the beginning of Rastafari. So some people might see where the idea and think it's just a shop, but we have to let them know that sacramental spaces where ones gather, where ones distribute the sacrament, where ones come to even partake, these spaces are not just one format. They come in all different format. So I speak to the space in terms of what that space means for the Montego Bay community, because we have to make it clear when we talk about sacramental spaces what we're talking about.
Well, the space at the Montego Bay community, you know, always being a space where one come to hold a positive vibration, you know, and always keep that positivity. And, you know, Project Rastafari vibes, you know, a youth want free him Irish and can come in at this space and come raise with Rastafari. Sometimes we hold some chanting, you know, we project, you know, documentary, all of these things we've been doing over the years, and just a place where, you know, Rastafari every day would have just pass and a man come from outside of the town, but one of them spaces where him stop and all our vibes and heal up and You know, if him want to rest him foot and him did that journey, you know, say, yo, you know, say, me I go run at the far right, go see it up little, and all our vibes, you know, continue my journey. So it always be in a place like this, you know, where project positive vibration, in our space, we don't have no cigarette, no liquor drinking, we don't have a certain type of vibration. People in the community know, say, don't come around with no arms out, car, we don't project that. And, you know, we're very respected in terms of with the youth them and thing, and we are no done. We are Rastafari. So our respect different from bad man respect. We are get Rastafari type of love and respect because you same energy where you put out and the energy that you receive. You know, so that is the type of space that we have. You know, a space of information. You know, where we project those Rastafari and with sacramental herbs are always there and one forward in and we smoke and all our vibes and you know we just live because basically I just live, we live Rastafari. Rastafari is something we can find to, you know, based upon our liberty, you know, and this what we do, you know, is just day in, day out, and that's how we live. You know? It's not nothing where we are gonna change stuff tomorrow and we are gonna try to follow now for a trend and thing. We never do that no time at all. We always preserve the anciency of Rastafari because we grow in a space like around us where we have always been seen Rastafari presence, you know. I must say this, maybe always have that type of energy and that vibration when you come to the seriousness of Rastafari within the faith in terms of how you eat and how you drink and how you smoke and all of these things because you know our space we not even blend herbs and them thing there, you know. We not blend herbs, we not do certain things fireborn, we just natural, you know. Yeah,
and,
so
and
we live on.
we have to speak out against the blending of herbs because I think it a mash up enough meds when man are whole mix up. But
So
Ras
just
Negus,
natural and pure. Yeah.
natural and pure. We almost gone 2 hours, believe it or not, you know. We didn't keep it short, but
Yes,
to the
yeah.
reason it's so spicy, the reason so
Yeah.
Isle of we just do the regular time, same way. But I want the final sounds as we wrap up the reasoning. Give us some final sounds in terms of how the vision that Jamaica could look in terms of the herb and how what the eye wants to see in terms of a final sound for the immunity globally. What does Ras Negus see? What does the eye see? In terms of a way forward for I and any other little final sound, anyone you want big up, anything you want bring high. Hold on there, Ras Negus. Me almost slip. There I have a big event, massive event coming up. Please talk about the event and how one's supposed to forward and what go on. We couldn't make the thing.
Yeah. We have a thing I forward up this Sunday, 18th of February. Black Eye Story. You know, once a black is story, but you know, we don't talk about their story. We're talking about our story. So we have a black Eye Story. And we have project, we have some we have speakers, speak up, we have the poet, you know, just a whole black history vibration and projecting that anciency, you know, a day of togetherness within the community of Rastafari, you know, bringing out one, keeping in touch and, you know, as them say, iron sharpened iron, so, you know, man, a sharp man, same way, keep that balance within the community and that strength. So we look forward to see the family them, you know, within the region of Jamaica and forward in. You know? Yeah, and if I want to come to Jamaica and them the outside of Jamaica and them come in, welcome, Caribou Sana. You know? I wish you know so the one them can come out and come straight this occasion and you know make it into a island full one, you know. Yeah, it's black history and you know, I need to know your roots, you know. And the man say if you don't know where you come from, then you're not gonna know where you go. So our real message still, you know. our real message is repatriation back to Africa. You know? Yeah, because Africa is a new world. The ancients is so was in the beginning, so shall it be in the Iowa. So with all the confusion we are going on in the world, I encourage my African brethren them and my Jamaican brethren them who they are Jamaican, American, England and all in the region. I need for Chadoma Africa because Africa twice as beautiful as any foreign country. You know, those spaces definitely down there. If you like to live at the city, then there's a lot of beautiful cities in Africa where you can live in. You know, and one thing for certain, Africa is very cheaper than Jamaica. And I know it's America cheaper than Jamaica too and things so. But Africa cheaper than America. Africa is very cheap. You can get a nice house. You know, my brethren, a sister in a Ethiopia.
Black up King,
It's a 5-bedroom house. Yeah. Sister in a Ethiopia, you know, one of them EWF daughter there. You know, and she send a house we are selling at Ethiopia, a 5-bedroom house. It is 30,000 US. And we know saying at Tanzania, you know, you can't get house to them money there. Same way. You know, so I have to just journey in Africa, 55 or 54 country around there, and we just pick one of them and just chat on because Africa is the future. You know, that is my message to the youth, them knowing that Africa is the future and no matter the struggle we are going through around here, so Ethiopia, Africa, that's where it is, you know. Love, unity, blessing to my family and give thanks to all of the ones that move forward in and pushing the positive vibration and the comment and all of these things, you know. We're really grateful and thing, you know. We are say love, you know, as usual, the original way of Rastafari. We continue to say love and unity among I and I brethren and sisters, you know, continually. Joy, you know.
Joy. Is this Iwayne the artist or is this a different Iwayne? Make we know where they are tuning from Iwayne. Cause we know a couple Iwayne still, cause we have an Iwayne in a DC too. So we want to know where the I are calling from Iwayne. Big up yourself. R over X World Rothschild, big up yourself. Same way. Where the I calling in from Ras World too? Put it in the chat. Chocolate Goddess, respect to you, Mr. Kwasi, for this great interview. Blessings. Big up yourself. Chocolate Goddess. Big up all of the UK family. Kush Kaka. Give thanks for the knowledge, Ras Negus. Iritical Kushites. Big up House of Dread family. One family, one.
Yeah, man. Respect Kushites, House of Dread. Kaka.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, King. So in the chat, everyone, 16 of us are here live. Put where you're calling in from. Put where you're calling in from. If you haven't subscribed.
Now, Kaka. Yeah, man.
We are building a movement here, family. Ras Negus, this is his second time on the platform. We also have an interview on I Never Knew TV with Ras Negus that's coming out. So we're gonna we talk about the inner city. We talk about all kind of different things in that interview. So look out, the I Never Knew TV Ras Negus interview will come. Big up yourself, Freeway Dread. All of the Lion Pride on Patreon family. Big up Ras Negus. I just again thank you. I learn every time I reason with the I humbleness, the I leadership. You know, it continues to show for itself. So the I is always welcome here on this platform. And I'm gonna ask the I a favor for I, Ras Negus. If the I can take some footage from the I event, so that we can share it here after the event on the Lion Voice Network. So even if you video it on your phone or get someone for those, take some video clippings, you know, so that we can report forward to the family so the global family can see the I works. Because that is what we want to do with this platform. We want the people them see what I and I family are doing. You know, I want one sending clips from when them are do them events so that we can share them here, that the people them can see the works that is happening, because Rastafari is working, the core family is working, and we want people to be inspired. We want the youth them to see what is happening. Why do we say that? We say that because the time has come, family, for the Lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lion Voice. Royal blessings and love.
Yes, sir. Blessed
Yes,
Trinity,
sir.
I
So
Selassie
give
the
thanks,
first.
Ras Negus, so we have a next reasoning for deal with. So we are going to go upon the reasoning. We
Yes,
give
sir.
thanks
Yes, sir.